Hello and welcome to my channel. Operator Rockrock is one of the oldest members of Eartha, a rebellion group that opposes the Khazadilian rule of Victoria. She was originally the daughter of a simple railwayman living in the industrious Sydenham district, but when Londinium fell and the Khazadilians took over, Rockrock's father was executed for standing against them, leading to Rockrock's deep hatred towards the Sarkas. In other words, she's a racist. How very fun. Operator Rockrock is a 5-star mech Accord caster hailing from Victoria. As a caster from this archetype, she controls a drone that acts as another damage dealer aside from herself. When attacking the same enemy continuously, the drone's damage will increase. Moving on to her stats, mech Accord casters usually have lower attack stats as compared to the other caster archetype, which can be troublesome against enemies with resistance. Thankfully, she has a relatively fast attack speed and a talent that helps with her damage output. The rest of her stats are nothing out of the ordinary. Next up is her talent. For every 15 seconds after deployment, Rockrock will get an attack buff that stacks up to 4 times. Rockrock will have to be on field for a whole minute to get maximum stacks, so deploying her early into the stage is recommended. The attack buff is decent and helps with taking on enemies with resistance. Moving to her skills, her first skill is your generic attack speed up. The buff is big and can increase her total damage output. This skill has an average SP cost and good duration, but it doesn't offer anything irreplaceable or unique, so it loses its place in endgame content. As for her second skill, it increases her attack speed significantly and releases her drone to attack an enemy in range. It will then lock onto the enemy until they are defeated or the skill ends, and returns back to Rockrock. This skill has an overdrive state as well. I've already explained this skill effect in Operator Horn's guide, so check it out after this. Putting it simply, overdrive effect will activate at the halfway point of the skill's duration. In overdrive, Rockrock will increase the drone's damage increase limit from 110% to 200%, and gets an attack increase for the rest of the skill's duration. After the skill ends, Rockrock will be stunned for the same duration she was in overdrive. As this skill has an uptime of 40 seconds, Rockrock will be stunned for a whopping 20 seconds if she were to stay in overdrive for its entire duration. Thankfully, you can manually deactivate this skill if necessary to prevent Rockrock from suffering such a long stun. This skill has a 1-to-1 SP cost to duration ratio. Lastly, we have her base skills. When assigned to the workshop, Rockrock increases the byproduct rate of any material by 65%. At Elite 2, any Tier 3 byproduct obtained when making elite materials will always be polyester packs. So, should you pull and build Rockrock? I'll have to say probably not to this one. While Rockrock can fulfill her niche as a single-target arts damage dealer fairly well, the weird design choice of her skill 2 can make her feel very wonky to play. I would recommend building other mech Accord casters over Rockrock. And that is all for this operator guide. I will be making similar videos in the future, so do consider subscribing to stay tuned. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.